So you're thinking about moving to Philadelphia. You've seen pictures, you've heard stories, and you think that it's a great place for little Joey and Mary to grow up. In your research, some sort of headline said, "The city of brotherly love shows just that." That's great. Awesome. Glad to hear it. I just thought maybe you'd like to hear a little bit about the city from a native who's literally bled for it. One time in the Wawa parking lot, a guy bet me that I couldn't do a backflip. He said he would get me a cream cheese pretzel. Let's just say I'm no bitch, but I didn't get my cream cheese pretzel. All right, let's get into it. Number one is the degeneracy that can be found on any blacktop surface, regardless of age, event, crowd. If there is a paved surface under your feet, that means there's a twisted T and this guy about 20 yards in any direction. Now, the biggest of these events, obviously, is the Birds game, right? Where the population who live right outside the city show up with their Jalen Hurts jerseys and drink themselves into a coma. You have to understand that's just part of the culture. If you drink 12 Bud Lights and smoke a pack of Black & Milds all before breakfast, you're either going to end up in a Legends book or in a hospital with a doctor looking at you, wondering how one human could act so foul. Also, if anybody ever starts to chant EAGLES, you gotta join. It's like the 11th commandment. That leads me to my next point. Right outside the city is the suburbs. Delco, Monco, Bucksco, anything that ends in co. Fun fact, the suffix co actually just means trashy in Philly speak. Not talking about Allentown, not talking about Reading, certainly not talking about South Jersey, all right? If any of those suburbs people come up to you and they're bothering you, all you have to do is just be like, "Look, man, I don't have any cigarettes, but there's a sports bar over there with all your middle school friends." And they'll just run away. Point three, if you come to the city and you're anything but a Philly sports fan, just keep it to yourself. You can deflect the question of who's your team with "F them Cowboys." Works every time. And regardless of creed, color, religion, Joel Embiid is a king. As a matter of fact, I'm not really sure why there isn't a petition started to get his statue on top of the Wells Fargo Center, and whatever you do, don't justify Ben Simmons. Ben, if you somehow ever see this, I just want to play you one-on-one and know that you're talking to an 8th grade CYO champion in basketball, okay? If you want the proof, my trophy's still up at my mom's house next to her signed poster of DJ Jazzy Jeff and Will Smith. All right, the next point is I-95. The interstate could be a living hell, could be a breeze. Regardless of what it is on that particular day and time, don't spend your time looking up at billboards that say, "I hate Steven Singer," and thinking, I wonder what that means. It's a dumb marketing ploy, and those billboards will be the last relics of the human race for when the aliens take over. Supposed to be at my buddy's house 30 minutes ago in Fishtown, but instead, I got stuck behind you.
Merge! You had your... Come on, you got to seize the goddamn gap. People are so goddamn inefficient. Oh, god damn it! I don't care if you're old, seize the gap! You old fat bitch!
Here we go. Pop quiz. You've been living in the city for a few months and your annoying cousin from Indiana wants to come in and go to Pat's for a cheesesteak and a cherry soda. After standing 8 minutes in line looking up at shit, he gets to the window and he says, "Hi, can I have a steak and cheese sandwich with American cheese and maybe some of those fried onions?" Do you A, act like you don't know him and walk away? B, punch him square in the mouth so the lady behind the counter doesn't have to? Or C, chalk up to the fact that he's a tourist and his state is known for nothing? Quick question. As a local, you go to any other cheesesteak in the city because you know that going to Pat's and Gino's is like going to Rome and checking out 7-Eleven. Now, the next one relates more so to like those areas like Northeast Philly where I'm from. If you get invited to a beef and beer, you gotta understand what you're getting yourself into. Beef and beer is more like a fundraiser, okay? And all it is an excuse for guys who never left their hometown to get hammered with their friends who also never left their hometown. And if they did leave, they join the National Guard Reserves for 3 months. They come back engaged. They have a barbecue in their backyard to celebrate. And for some reason, their uncles kick the shit out of the nephews just to prove that they still got something. A lot to unpack there. You should probably also understand that not a lot of people live in Center City. If you happen to come across someone who does, odds are they're a young dude who graduated in finance from Penn and has daddy's monies and connections to PwC. The other chance is that you have a newlywed couple who took on the chance to take on a new adventure in the city of Philadelphia when they realize everybody just minds their own business and don't want to be bothered. Side note, if you plan on taking SEPTA rail or SEPTA bus, don't talk to anybody. Nobody wants to be talked to. We're close to done here, but another thing is if a guy from South Philly offers you to come eat with his family and his Italian mother's cooking, you got to take him up on it. God only offers some of those surreal opportunities once in a lifetime, and you just got to be prepared to eat until you die. And also, for some reason, he's going to ream out his kid for doing poorly in school in front of you. Just put your head down and say the meal's delicious. Now, that's a short, inconclusive list for tips on living in Philadelphia. make sure you take it all in because it's going to throw a lot at you. And hold on one second. Yeah. Casino? Yeah, I'm down. I just got to hit the Mac machine. I'll be right there. All right. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. And I'm sorry I've been MIA for a little bit. It's just some things had come up. If you wouldn't mind liking, commenting, subscribing, interacting in any way, it helps boost the video and gets it to more people. So thank you for watching. And remember, stay fucking classy, Philly.